Welcome to Round Glass. I'm Miriam Parker, and I'm so thankful to be here guiding you in today's session on reconnecting to your heart. So, the question for today, the contemplation I'd love for you to do, and as usual, these questions help us to enter the meditation. I'd love for you to share in the chat a time when someone was really kind to you and their acts of kindness opened up your heart. So I wanted to ask that question because it's a nice question to think about in regards to this meditation, because sometimes what you connect to one day when we refer to matters of the heart, you'll get a certain image, right? When I say heart, when I say love, what does that actually mean? What am I asking of you? What does love mean? So when I say love, it is something that you can connect with. Is there an image that arises in your mind? And is that image always the same image? I do not think so. I think that when I think of love today, it has a certain quality or power to it, like the vivaciousness of that word love. It changes day to day for me. And then if I try to come up with an image for love, that also will change. And so I want to see if we can rethink of other words that invoke the sensation of love with removing the word love. And I'm only doing this because of my own experience, where sometimes love gets allocated into the realm of romantic Hollywood films. And maybe that is not our experience at the moment. And therefore, we are no longer able to connect with that word. And so I was thinking a lot about how is it that from day to day, when I think of love, which is a thought that I want you to utilize in our practice today, why is it that a different sensation will arise? And it just reminded me that there is no innate quality in love. The sensation that love brings up for each one of us receiving this session today will be uniquely different. And that's because we're drawing upon our memories. We're recalling love. Something will pop up, a seed will open up in our minds and will force us to have a certain experience when I say love. And so, two sides of this we can use. One is when we do this meditation today, we are creating a new memory. And that's really cool. And that for me inspires me. Like, what do I want to be? I'm creating my future relationship with love right now in this meditation. And so I hope you find that exciting. And the other thing is, I really want the word love to be accessible to us, that we can start to look around to see how there's love present all the time. So one of the words that I thought about was kindness, and that's why I asked you about that. Kindness and friendliness. So the experience of connecting with a dear friend and the gestures and the way that we interact with one another can be this genuine act of love that is not, smooching and looking at each other, with eyes that are going around, but it's this genuine act of care for one another. And it can generate that sensation that we're looking to use, that sensation of love to help reconnect us to the heart today. So I see some of you have um, shared when someone was kind to you and their acts of kindness. So I want to share that with the group, maybe fluff us up, get us excited for our practice. Someone shared that my coworker offered me a ride home when my car broke down. I felt the love there. A few people brought food to my house after I had surgery. A friend helped me pack up my apartment when I moved. It was so much work and I was so grateful. These are all so beautiful. A stranger in line in front of me paid for coffee. I paid it forward and did the same. Yes, yes. So we're going to use these, like I'm smiling and I'm also a little salivating at my cheeks. We're going to use these memories in our meditation to help us connect to love and the power of love. So we're here together, creating a new memory. Find a position that feels fresh and new. Discover where comfort is within your meditative practice, just in the body and the posture you choose today. Find a fresh new way of being in your seat. Let go of the automatic and really sense, am I feeling supported? Do I have this time to practice? Yes. Do I have the space to practice? Yes. And then feel gratitude for the things you must have done in the past for you to feel protected now. For you to feel that there is ease and support available. And that you have the luxury to choose to increase that level of comfort by supporting your back, pulling your belly slightly in and up. By getting any accoutrement that makes you feel more supported. Offer yourself a gesture of kindness. Simply by acknowledging the gift of your practice. And quiet the mind. Slow down the breath and see if you can feel the way the breath is moving the body from the inside. Each breath is an act of kindness. For the breath is a way of walking you hand in hand towards this space of ease and tranquility. That is always there. Not always aware, but always there, waiting to be connected to. So place your mind in the hand of your breath and let the breath escort you to reconnecting to all of our birthright, which is our capacity to love, an internal force and furnace that lights us up from the inside out. As the mind tries to peek out, unsure perhaps, invite the mind back. Let the mind take the hand of your breath, moving back into the awareness of the freshness and the newness of each moment. Uncharted land, unstained. Each new breath is like this empty, unwalked upon sand. That as your mind meets that moment, you create a memory. Invite the muscles on your face to be a part of what is happening now, to relax, to melt. And be a part of this rhythm that the breath has, walking you inward, increasing your capacity to feel. Each breath is brand new. And finally, any residual resistance in the body, let it melt. Especially around the eyes. Feel the whole body in accordance to this intention of reconnecting to the heart. All of you contributing to listening. And bring your mind to the space behind your sternum. And you can imagine your heart like this little knot behind the sternum in front of your spine, about 1.5 inches. So further back than you would think. And it's blue, sapphire. And I want you to think of this memory of kindness. And that memory is bringing up the sensation of love, of being loved, of being cared for. The power of this friendliness, marking your mind, marking your breath. And breathe into the space of the heart. Tuck this memory inside. And as you breathe, it begins to stoke the light of your heart and the memory and the breath in the area together. Begin to open up the heart. And a single beam of light streams out of your heart. And it is the result of this act of friendliness. It is the pureness of love. This is an example of love. And keep using the memory to massage the heart open, filling the body with this sapphire light. Letting the light move to places in the body that are not always tended to. Maybe forgotten, like the curly parts in your ears, your gums, the base of your throat, behind your belly button, the skin behind your knees, each toe and the space between your toes. And then see the person that was connected or the place that was connected to that memory. See it in front of you. Feel the blue light stream out of your heart and into them. And as they light up, you light up even brighter. And as you light up even brighter, they light up even brighter. The light is streaming all throughout their body. And you see them invite somebody to join. And they begin to give it away to their other loved ones. And you keep inviting your teachers, your friends, your family to sit around you. And there is this sense of wealth. The more you give away the light, the more resource you have. So see your friends and family around you and offer them this sense of love that helps them to connect to the light within. The light that is always there. The light that just needs to be connected with. And they are all so happy. See their joyful faces and their body move in a sweet way. And then your body gets even brighter. The light begins to move out from them into their friends and family. And then you move it out to your colleagues at work, those you barely know. The people you see on your way to work. And just see if you can offer them that light, these small acts of kindness that are our language of love, that have the potential to mean so much. And we don't always know when or what it is. See those colleagues of people who maybe you don't even know their names. They're just people you smile or help them to get to where they're going by giving directions in a kind way. See them fill up with light and pass it along. Then feel again your connection to the earth. Feel the weight of your body, not just once, but continually cascading into the cushion. Never not giving yourself to where you are. Imagine the light spreading to all the animals in the earth, the trees, the water, the birds, the seeds that will fall into the ground and make new plants, the fish in the sea, mountains, until the whole earth is lit up. And then feel that the blue light begins to shrink, reduce in size, but not necessarily in brilliance. And it returns to everybody's heart. Glowing like a small, small diamond there. Again, you can feel the temple, which is your body, radiating from the inside out. You have created an experience. How do you want your footprint on this life, on this earth to be? What happened just now and what is the memory? Connect the dots between what you have just done and see it as an act of love, an act of kindness to your community. Remind yourself of the power of your practice and how it could potentially be your ticket to an authentic, sustainable freedom. And dedicate your practice. Place your hand on your heart of them and just press down a little bit so that we re-enter the world with the same grace as we entered into our meditation. Thank you all for your practice in traversing this unknown space, entering into love. I want to invite you all to ask any questions if you have any about this practice. I tried to bring you on a journey that for some, there might have been some places that felt questionable. And so you're welcome to share any of those places that were hard to reach in your mind, meaning misunderstood or not understood. You know, I use words that are not perfect. All of us teachers are just trying to draw your mind close to something, but there'll never be a word that is perfect. So we have the question that someone asked that sometimes I find it difficult to accept kind gestures from others. Will this meditation help me more open to receiving kindness from others? And then I'm just going to go and read to the next one, which is, what are some kindness mantras that we can implement into this practice? So I like to respond to both of those. Well, if this is anything, we're really good. We're actually going to spend a whole session on the art of receiving. It's not so easy. So I definitely say, yes, this is a practice to get into it. It is, this series is really about approaching all the matters of the heart. And one of them is receiving. So that moment of exchange of offering something to somebody, try to really see them so happy. And they just can't help themselves. That happiness bubbles up and their heart opens. And what happens when your heart opens is you just need to give it away. And there you are. And just practice that really helps. See their mind shift. And then see what happens when they offer it back to you. And in regards to a mantra, I think that that's a little bit of a different practice. Within the meditation itself, you're in this one especially, you're just listening. But secret mantra I always implement when I'm going into such a meditation is, the heart is like the inner guide, okay? It teaches us stuff. And I always equate the inner guide to having this very simple, beautiful mantra. I love you and I see you. I love you and I see you. I love you and I see you. And I love you and I see you. And I see you and I love you. And so if you need a mantra to help get you into it, that's the one I use. You can definitely use that one. Thank you for sharing this wonderful, beautiful, very important time. I hope that you created a good memory, something that you can refer to and watch grow. So when you return to the cushion, maybe not next week, maybe it'll be 3 weeks from now, you can recall this memory. Yes, so please keep exploring and deepening your practice. Check us out daily live on round.glass or on any of our social media platforms. I'll see you soon. Please join me.